Today, April 30th, is the feast of Pope St. Pius V. St. Pius V was born Antonio Ghislieri on January 17, 1504 in Bosco, Italy. Antonio entered the Dominican order and took the name Michel. He taught theology for many years prior to becoming pope in 1566. He was the pope whose job it was to implement the historic Council of Trent, the Counter-Reformation, and he standardized the Roman Rite within the Latin Church, which is known as the Tridentine Mass, that remained unchanged for 400 years. It was his job to get the church back on its feet after the Reformation. He also had to deal with the constant threat of the Turks invading. Pius V had daunting tasks, yet he met them head-on. He was responsible for founding seminaries to train priests properly and for serving the sick and poor by building hospitals, providing food for those who were hungry, and using money traditionally used for papal banquets to give to the poor. He is credited with initiating reforms of the Church, publishing the Roman Catechism, publishing a new missal, a new breviary, and establishing classes for the young. He declared St. Thomas Aquinas a doctor of the Church, and made the decision to continue wearing his Dominican habit, which is why popes of today wear a white cassock. In addition to all these reforms and changes, Pius V tried to reform both the Church and the state, which met with much opposition from England's Queen Elizabeth and the Roman Empire. In his hope to unite Europe against the Turks, finally at the last minute, he was able to organize a fleet which achieved the decisive victory in the Gulf of Lepanto just off Greece on October 7, 1571. Pius V credited this victory to Our Lady and started the Feast of Our Lady of Victory and encouraged all to pray the Rosary. Pope St. Pius V was a holy man. Despite a time or great moral laxity, he insisted on discipline and helped develop the practice of monastic virtues, which he, himself, followed. He fasted, did penance, prayed for long hours during the night, wore a hair shirt under his habit, and even traveled with bare feet without a cloak. He also helped financially in the construction of the capital of Malta, Valletta, for whom he is the patron saint. Pope St. Pius V died on May 1, 1572, after suffering from intense, long-term kidney and bladder issues for which he refused surgery. He had been pope from 1566 until his death. He was canonized by Pope Clement XI on May 22, 1712, and is the patron saint of Bosco, Marengo in Italy, Valletta in Malta, theologians, and those involved in the Council of Trent. Pope St. Pius V, pray for us.